with you today. So we're starting a little early. It goes like this. Goon, goon, go, goon. Goon, go, goon. Can you say it? Goon, go, goon. Goon, go, goon. Goon, go, goon, goon. And feel the dance in your body too. So I want you to kind of relax into it and feel the dance. Imagine this is a dance on the drums or whatever you're playing. And language again, goon, goon, go, goon. Goon, go, goon in the middle, go on the side. Goon, go, goon. Good. Good. Okay, keep going. I'm going to add the next one. Bring it down. Keep doing what you're doing. Let me add it. And when I say go, see if you can jump on the pattern. Go, do, goon, goon, go, do, goon, goon. Go, do, goon, goon, go. Okay, join me. Go, do, goon, goon, say and play it. Go, do, goon, goon, go, do, goon, goon. Great. Go, do, goon, goon, go, do, goon, go, do, goon, goon, go. Keep it going. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. This half. Stop. Keep going. Let's go back to the first pattern. Here we go. It was goon, goon, go, goon. It's kind of the heartbeat of the rhythm. Yeah. Go, goon, goon, go, goon, goon, go, goon. Whatever you're on, the lowest sound is going to be the goon. And something a little higher in the middle will be the go. Go, great. I'll show you part 3. Goon, go, goon, go, goon, go, papa. Goon, go, goon, go, papa. Goon, go, goon. Get ready. Here we go. Join me. Goon, go, 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 papa. Goon, go, 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 papa. Goon, go, 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 papa. Goon, yeah, goon, go, papa. Goon, go, great. Go, papa. Goon, go, papa. Got a little surprise in there. I want to get you moving too. It's after lunch. And pa is loose in the wrist, so it's kind of a snap. Pa. Here it comes. Ah, beautiful. Yeah. Lovely. Keep going. Yes. Good. This side. Stop. Yeah, welcome. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play. All right. Yeah, beautiful. So, in the last 6 minutes, I taught you a 4-part pattern from Africa called Chico. Let's check out the parts. So bring it down to a whisper. I'll bring each part up so you can kind of hear how they mix. Okay, part 1, bring it up. Oh, you're part 4. Bring it back down. Whoops. Keep going. I think you're 1. Let's try it. Ah, there it is. Yes, this is part 1. This is kind of the heart of Chico from Nigeria. Yeah, it's just a beautiful grounding. Good. Come back down into the mix. Great. Okay, part 2. Let's bring it up now. Nice. Beautiful. Great job. Bring it down. Okay, let's bring 3 out. Yeah, beautiful on the accent too. Because that really brings the pattern to life. Good. And bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Great job. Now 4. Let's bring it up. Go. I love this one. It kind of dances on the top. So it's kind of floating over the top. It's one of my favorite rhythms here. So bring it down, bring it down. I have to let Denise. Denise, are you announcing for me? Oh, you don't have to now. Okay. I'll make a break in just a minute. Okay. I didn't forget. Okay, here we go. Keep doing what you're doing. Sing after me. Oh, Robbie Lay. Oh, Robbie Lay. Don't panic now. I'm messing with your brain now. Especially you. Like, so have a sense of humor about whatever happens, okay? Whatever happens is good, okay? I'm messing with your brain, particularly these folks. You guys are fine. Oh, Robbie Lay. Oh, Robbie Lay. Oh, Robbie Lay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Oh, yoy, yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yoy, yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yoy, 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 yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Here it goes. Oh, Robbie Lay. I feel so good. Oh, Robbie Lay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I feel so good every day. Oh, yoy, yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yoy, yoy. Every day. Yeah. Oh, yoy, 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 yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yoy, 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 yoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I feel so good every day. Oh, I feel so good every day. Okay, great. This is a tune from Baba Alatunji, one of my favorite African drummers who brought this language that you're using to America many, many years ago. All right, now, we've been in Africa, but let's go here. Leave your pattern. Keep the influence. Keep the inspiration. Make it up now. Go. Go your own way. Add a little piece of who you are. Yes. Nice. Great job. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. So welcome to the session. Great job. A little piece of what we'll be doing.
All right, you can read this on your app, but this is Knysh, and we are developing global perspectives through world music. Knysh is the founder of Rhythmic Connections, an innovative company advancing education, health, and creative development through drum circles and music improvisation. Mary is a cutting-edge workshop facilitator, trainer, and consultant with a specialty in education who uses music as a means for personal and organizational transformation through creativity, leadership, and nonverbal communications. She is a professional musician, recording artist, and author, an international teacher and trainer with the Music for People organization. Mary is also an Orff clinician and a teaching artist for the Pennsylvania Council of the Arts, Young Audiences in New Jersey and New York VOCES. She is endorsed by Rhythm Band Instruments and Toga Drum Company. She travels throughout the United States, Europe, and Asia, offering conference presentations, clinics, teacher trainings, performances, and workshops. And we are so happy she's joined. She's been here all week.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. It's been so fun to be here. This is one of my favorite sessions. I do a lot of different sessions, but this one is really near and dear to my heart. And as you know, I've been working with Orff instruments for decades, and I'm always looking for how can we expand the possibilities. So, how many of you have Orff instruments in your school? Just give me a hand. Good, okay, great, good. That's what I was hoping. How many of you are boom whackers? Okay, super. I'm going to share a little bit about that. How many of you are, and this is a good way to poll your kids. Rumble on your drum if you are working with, what did I say, ukuleles. And stop, okay, good. So the rumble if game comes in very handy. I love the idea, and for 40 years I've been exploring world music, traveling all kinds of different places. And I'm really interested in global perspectives. For me, is about learning about a culture, being there, learning from a cultural drummer or musician, taking the ideas and then having permission to see how it affects me and my music and my musical language. And I really feel like as we gather in and explore, so I take kind of a big idea, as we did with Chico when you came in. I introduced an African, that was a 4-part African piece, and the rhythm layers are stunning. I love the way they interconnect. I love that it begins in your body. So leave your instruments aside, stand up, and this is how I start with the kids. Oh, I know what I didn't ask you. How many of you have drums for your students? All right, rumble on your, yes, rumble on your legs if you've got enough drums for your kids. Let me hear. Okay, and stop. Rumble if you need drums. I mean, if this is something you'd like to build into, okay, cool. Remind me, and I'll tell you a little bit about some of the new drums coming out, because I've been hanging around with the Toka folks and trying to help them design inexpensive, really good quality drums that stack, and that are light. Because you don't know how many drums we've carried around since I've been here. And Robert and Julia and Mrs. Valerio, Dr. Valerio and I have been just like, so I'll share those. I don't want to forget before the end of the session. Okay, so let's go. We start in the body. I love that we are all full of music, and I love to tell the kids. And what you're doing, and I'll step on my soapbox for just a minute. Music education is not just for a grade school, middle school, and high school. You are doing, I believe, the most important work of all educators. You are educating the brain and the whole person in a way that can change the lives of the people that you work with. I work with a lot of seniors, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson, and they're coming back. Music is the one pathway that's changing neuroplasticity in the brain. So you are working with a very powerful, transformative tool that can change the lives of your students. So it's way beyond what you think you're teaching. You're really teaching the whole person. And this approach, I feel really committed to that, and this is why I've kind of committed my life to doing this work. To let you know that your job, I think, is the most important job in education. because the people will carry, if we have lifelong learners, music is the one thing that we all have. It's an inherent gift as a human being. So, inside, blah, 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 I'm off the soapbox, I won't get on again, promise. I want you to find the pulse, the rhythm that lives inside you. I did this morning with the group. I really feel that the listening aspect to connect. So once you find it, just tap it in the air. I do this with the kids, also with the seniors, and if they can't find it, they're sure they're dead, and I assure them they're not. Tap it in the air, good. And take both hands now once you find it, and don't panic and don't think too much about it, good. And look around and just notice, we all share this. And is everybody okay with me speaking without the mask on? If I come around, I'll remember to do that. Is that okay with everybody? Just move away if it's not. I really want to be respectful, good. Come down now to your legs. Good, and I try never to play it too loud because I don't want you to adjust to me. Make a little more sound. Do you hear how it took 2 seconds to find each other? In entrainment, we are wired as human beings to be in sync with one another. So we really want to be with one another. Let's slow it down now to a walking pace. I don't want you to have to work too hard. That's good. So now we take the pulse that we've all agreed upon. I have not imposed it on anybody, particularly on students. I want them to feel like they had skin in the game of creating where we began. That's really important to me. Good. And now pulse lives on the floor drum. So I said, oh, that's our drum on the floor. Yay, there it is. And now the body becomes a drum with the African syllables from Baba Alatunji. You heard them when you came in. Follow me. Goon, goon, goon. Goon, goon, goon. Godo, godo. Godo, godo. Pa, pa. Goon, goon, godo, godo, pa, pa, pa. Goon, goon, godo, godo, pa, pa, pa. Pa, goon, pa, pa, goon. Pa, goon, pa, pa, goon. Godo, godo, pa, goon. Godo, godo, pa, goon. Pa, pa, pa. Goon, goon. Pa, pa, pa. Goon, goon. Goon, go, goon, go, goon. Go, goon, go, goon. So we just made a journey around the world with a lot of rhythmic styles that we'll visit. Now I'm going to layer a couple for you. This is what I do with the kids. So I usually start with a foundation. Goon, goon, go, goon. Goon, goon, go, goon. Keep going. Goon, goon, go, goon. Great job right here. Goon, go, goon. Pa, pa, godo, pa, pa, goon. Pa, pa, godo. Remember, I think rhythm is a dance and a song. Yeah, beautiful. Don't panic no matter what I do, especially when we get over here. Think one, 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 one. Pa, godo, pa, goon, goon, pa, godo, pa, goon, goon, pa, godo, pa, goon, goon. Yeah, it'll work right here. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Grease. Pa, go, pa, go, pa, goon, goon, pa, go, pa, go, pa, goon, goon, pa, go, pa, go. Don't think. Pa, go, pa, go, pa, goon, goon, pa, go, pa, go, pa, goon, goon, pa, go. And if you don't like it, you can change it. I'm fine with that. Pa, go, pa, goon, goon. Nice job, all right. All right, I'll be a little easier on you guys. They got the worst of it. Pa, 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 goon, goon. Pa, 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 goon, goon. Yeah, pa, 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 goon, goon. Yeah. Goon, go, goon, go, goon. Go, goon, go, goon. Go, goon, go, goon. Okay, cool. Keep going. Now bring it down and I'll highlight where we went. I'll go this way, hopefully I'll remember. Bring it up. It's Calypso from the Caribbean. Calypso. Okay, good. Keep going. Clave is living over here. Pop. Good. Thank you. Bring it down, because this one's cool, and they've been working hard at this one. This is 7 from Greece. Paco, pacu, ba, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom. Nice job, great. All right, coming back down. And then here, they're in 3. So we had 7, 3, the rest of you are hanging out in 4. I slowed them down so they weren't racing so much. This is playing around in 4. Good. And you were my foundation, yeah. Notice the space I left with you when I'm making these rhythms up. Where I start, I want to leave a lot of space so I can build on top of it coming around. Bravo! And underneath everything lives 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No matter if you are in 11 or 7 or 5 or 13, doesn't matter. 1, 1, they can all live together. Does that make sense? This was such a revelation for me. Super cool. Okay, good. Bring it up. Now change it on the count of 4. Make it your own. 1, 2. You know what to do. Make it up. Yes. Nice. So for me, it's always about what do you have to say? How does this change you? All right? Here's the influences. Let's see what you can do with them. Beautiful. All right, do you have your song? Your own song. Now sit back and put your song on your instrument. Go. Keep singing, don't lose the song. Aha! From the outside to the inside and inside to the outside. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Great. Do you remember your song? On the count of 4, go back to your song. This is the creative loop. Inside, outside, outside, inside. Here we go. 1, 2, no drums, just your voice. Go! I just live for this. I just think this is stunningly, extraordinarily beautiful. The human voice is a genius. And kids need to know that, and adults need to know that. So I'm hoping you create a culture growing up that doesn't think that they're unmusical, like so many do now that I work with in 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. This is a gift. It's huge. Good. Now bring it up a little. Now I'm going to challenge you to go in your brain. Anywhere in that file, do you remember that African rhythm, Shiko, that we did? Anybody remember? I'm just curious, we made it a journey. I'll go over it, you choose a part that you want to play, keep your song. First one was goon, goon, go, goon, goon, go, goon. Some of you joined this, goon, not everybody, goon, goon, go, goon. Second, go, goon, goon, go, no, goon, goon, go, no. You can join this if you're moved by that, join it. There's enough of us, we'll cover. Good. Okay, third one goes. Go to, go to, go to, pop, pop. Go, I need something to happen. Oh, yeah. Good. And fourth one. Pop, 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 pop. Go to, go to. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. like to go to Africa on the Amadinda style instruments. Bring it down a little more. So I need enough people to come fill in the Orff, let's do just the xylophones, and would you just set it to C pentatonic? So we make it an Amadinda style. Goon lives in the bottom notes. Godo lives somewhere in the middle, and Pa is somewhere you can choose up high. So Goon's in the middle, Godo, or Goon lower, Godo in the middle. I need a few more people. We could have someone on the bass bars, which would be rocking. Good. So if your pattern is Goon, Goon, go, Goon, somewhere in the middle, bass, and then somewhere in the middle, you choose the notes. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Sing your pattern and put it on your xylophone. Now go. So we take Chico, that lives in the body, onto the drums and put it on the instruments. Yeah, that's great. Okay. All right, let's see what happened. Ready? All drums out on 4. Xylophones keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drums out. I live for the moment when things change like this, like, wow. So take your hands and do this. These beautiful instruments just wow me every time we go, wow. So you fake it till you make it. Like a Rami lay. I do that with my most sour middle school students, and they come like this. And I make them sing, I feel so good. They don't know what they're singing until I translate it. So we go again, wow. We learn in the land of wonder. When our brains are in an attitude of possibility, that's when we grow. When we're not, we don't grow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then I might go. La 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 Songs are organic. They emerge out of grooves. Boom, 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 baya. Boom, 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 baya. Boom, 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 baya. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Those are my ideas. On the count of 4, xylophones drop out, and metallophones, let's hear voice. 2, 3, 4, let's hear the song. And move the pulse. You can drum the floor. Now, on 4, make it your own. Here we go. 1, 2, make it your own. Go. Composition is always emergent. This is a cultural experience where people sing together and they make it up. And it's extraordinary, far more extraordinary than anything I could create or think of. As a collective, we are composers. Beautiful. And bring back the instruments, 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to your drums now. Beautiful. Yeah. Bring it down, bring it down. I would have now spent maybe a month of classes building this. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. It's a whisper. I'm going to speed you through some of my favorite places in the world that I love to visit. So know that I would develop this and build it slowly. I would not do what I'm doing with you with the kids. This would be a month, maybe 6 weeks. You know, many classes, scaffolding, body, heart, body drum song, putting it on the drums first, non-pitched, then to the pitch. Does that make sense to everybody? Just so you know, whoa, you know, it build it slow. Okay, great. All right, and bring it down. One of the things I love about African music and rhythms, I have a drummer, Kofi Dankour, from Ghana, who has been teaching me, and we've been working on healing rhythms. And bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it. Let's just go back to walk, walk, goon, 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 goon. And what Kofi told me that I love is when you're not in sync with your mind and your body, instead of going to a therapist, a lot of times a doctor, they go to a drum. He's a master drummer, and I asked him about the rhythms for healing. And the ones that are most prominent and prevalent, in Ghana particularly, are rhythms in a meter of 3. So is there anybody that has a 3-syllable name? Yes. Jessica, great. So now we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. So we're gonna have a nice in the flow in the body, and this is also across the midline in the brain as well. So this dance of 3 is really quite wonderful. I'm gonna keep you on the Orff, if that's all right with everybody. So we go like this. We go Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. Can you do that on your drums? And dance the body. I did this morning with the group and last night, because I think this is a way we may unwind our stress and return back to some kind of healing state. Yeah, great. Jessica. And the song changes. stunningly beautiful. I think for a parent performance where they sing the rhythm and then it emerges on the Orff instruments, it's just such a stunning transition. It's like stepping into heaven. Wow. Good. Now with the drumming, I'm going to play a little bit. You keep going. This side, you stay with keep your rhythm down. But I'm going to take my name, Mary, and we're going to play over here with Mary, 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 Mary. So we bring in the 2 against the 3. So the xylophone's coming down a little bit, and they go out, and I'm going to have you accent the big beat. So this side goes if, boom, fur, just play that so it accents it. And drums, accent the 1, the Jennifer, and take everything else to a whisper. And we're going to go with Mary, so we go Mary. So you're all on with us. You're boom, boom, boom. So you play boom, boom, boom. Now, check out the resultant rhythm. Take everything else out but the big beat. Take all the added stuff. Say hey when you notice we're together. Did you notice? Aha. Now sing a note when you hear it. Ba, 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 ba. Isn't that cool? Ba. Now hold the note out. And change it when you get to the next one. Yeah, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. So welcome to my head, where I play a lot with wow, what if all these meters could live together? Wouldn't that be cool? Isn't it cool? I just love that. And that is the life of African music. It is what Kofi says is it's unbalanced, but then it's balanced. It's incoherent, sort of, and coherent. And when you play, if you drum with African drummers, I always tell Kofi, give us a rhythm, which he gives a rhythmic call. It's so complex because he has the micro rhythms. He's feeling rhythm like water. So we're hearing bum, 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 and he's got so he knows all of the tiny rhythms that are happening inside what we're feeling is the beat. And it's so interesting. So I always say they play like water. Okay, let's go to Morocco. All right, so we're going to kind of build on this. This pattern is called baladi. All right, so it goes doom, doom, and it's usually played on a doumbek. And so it's doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. Everybody say doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. Doom, doom, tek, yeah, or if you can put it on it. Doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. So low and high. Doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. Yes. Doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. And I love the pulse of this. Doom, doom, tek, tek, doom. Yes. Or if you put the other notes on you put the other bars on, we'll play with this in a minute. Good. This side, stop. Keep going. And then show us. Ready? Here we go. of these notes. And if we have boom whackers, could I have a couple people get boom whackers? We're going to play with this a little bit. I want to show you what you can do with the boom whackers. I always add a stick with a boom whacker. So I always have them hold a boom whacker and play to get the best sound. And it keeps it very organized, so they're not like all over the place. So do not be afraid. I say this is a musical instrument, not a weapon. Okay, good. You got it? Yeah, I can have a few more people get a boom whacker. Just so we can show, ooh, and let's see if I can have some people come and get the resonator bars. I promise you go back to your drums. A few more come and get these bars. Those colors around there. Okay, can you find these notes? Are we there? Good. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, and check out. Here comes the other one. We're going to bounce back and forth between the two of these. And back two. So drums, come back down a little bit. And let's slow it down. Okay, here we go. Bum, 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 switch. Bum, 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 bum. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Let's slow it down. Doom, doom, tech-a-tech, doom, tech-a-tech, just for the instruments so they don't freak out. Doom, doom, tech-a-tech, doom, tech-a-tech, tech-a. Okay, ready? Tech-a-tech, doom. Here we go. And okay, get ready. Toomba, 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 toom, toomba, 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 toom. Toomba, 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 toom. Switches. Toomba, toomba, toom. You're on this one. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. You got it? So you can just choose one note out of these if it's easier, yeah. Here we go, one more time. And the song is Toomba Toomba. Toomba 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 Toom. Sing that. Toomba 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 Toom. Toomba 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 Toom. Good. Toomba 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 Toom. Now it's faster. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. Nice. And just play freely. Beautiful. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. It's a whisper on the drums now. I want you to find this. Because we're going to go to India and the land of a drone. And that's right. So we go here, we settle. On the Orff instruments we find D and we just roll like this. So it's a drone. If you have a D, oh good, yes. And we add the shruti. Sa. So can we sing sa? Sa. An octave lower. Sa. Wherever you're comfortable. Sa. And so I love to step into the land of India. sa, and keep the sa going vocally. Sa. Breathe when you need to, keep going. Give me a little more vocal. This side, you're the drone. What's fascinating about Indian music is the idea that they slide microtonally through the pitches. And so, you keep the drone, and me, you. Sa. So you're sliding through all the pitch possibilities and wiring the brain for all pitches. Styrating like this is an incredible thing to be able to do with students, because then they're going to be able to land on all kinds of pitches because they've sung them before and slid through them in the style from India. Keep the drone going over here, and those of you that have accidentals, would you stop? We'll keep drone here and here. And would you put B flat and F sharp? This is a rag scale, and I'll play it on the recorder. This is super fun to do. So we have the drone, and I'm just going to give you a little demo, and you can also adapt the Orff instruments to the rag scale. It goes like this. I think I have it up there. Yeah, good. May just be these over here. There's just a few. You got it over there? So now I invite, we keep the drone and we have a little conversation. So with these players, I would come over with one and I would say, and you would answer. You return to the next person, you'll speak to him and he'll answer you. So just say a little phrase, he answers, then he turns to the next. Bring it down a little more so you can hear the speaker. Music as conversation. And then you turn to the next person and you initiate, just say a little thing. Sophia, you turn to the next person. Yeah. Beautiful, and quickly down the line. And we still sing. Stay on the drone. 7 minutes, research says that 7 minutes of toning, singing one sound and just continuing it, is equal to, on the brain waves, on the body, respiratory system, nervous system, is equal to 30 minutes of deep meditation on the effects on the body. 7 minutes, and I can give you the studies that they've been doing in Montreal on this, and I know the woman who's been working with this study. So the gift of song is a huge mental health tool for you to provide for your kids. And it takes 7 minutes. We are wired to rewire our brain and body and unwind in 7 minutes with sound. Why we're not using this more in our culture, I do not know. But it's just so powerful. And you can already feel, can you notice in your body? We've been hanging out with this drum for about 7 minutes. That's why I keep encouraging you to sing it, because as you sing in tone, you are unwinding the stress in your body. So cool to know. I'm going to need more players to come over here because we're going to make a journey to Bali. So we're going to stay in, so I need a bunch of you to come over to the metals. Keep going, we'll stay in India for a little bit. And would you just kind of play through, all of you, and just kind of explore a little bit? We'll have India while we're on our way to Bali. Drummers, you can kind of play around as well. Good. And we want E, F, G. So take off the A and the D. A and D come off. A and D off. So you want the A and the D off. A, no D. Good. So in Bali, it's no A and D. We can keep some of the words too. No A, no D. Keep over here, drone, so we still have something going. So I want music going because we're making a transition. And when things get messy in the classroom, it's usually the transitions. I'm going to click back here to Bali. Now, the most prestigious players in the orchestra are the seniors. The older you are, the more important you are. Take your hand, and we are going to go ta, right here at the bottom of your pinky, ka, coming up to that first separation, D, mi. So we come off the finger going ta, ka, D, mi. Ta, ka. Can you say it? So we're going to, thank you so much, solkatu. Here, ta, ka, D, mi. It's a southern Indian language, but we're going to use it for Bali today. Ka, D. Now, we go to the ring finger and then to the middle finger and then to pointer. So the cycle in the gamelan from Bali is 16 beats. Now it's a little longer. So we start in pinky. Ready to go. Ta, ka, D, mi, ring, ka, D, middle, ta, ka, D, and pointer, ta, ka, D, mi. Again, ta, pinky, D, mi, ta, ka, D. It's building. Ta, ka, D, mi, ta, ka, D. This big gong. Then tiny gong. Then middle gong. Then little gong. Then back to the big gong. Okay, I need 3 people up here to be my gong players. So, Julia, come on up, yes? Anybody else? I need 2 more. So we have a gong and we have a marker. So in the gamelan, we have somebody that's just tapping rhythm. Let's see. I think these will work for the gongs. So our gongs are a little unconventional because we don't have gamelan Balinese gongs, but the bunt pans in your kitchen cabinets or Marshalls or TJ Maxx or whatever you have, they're not expensive. We went and bought this one while I was here, and they're all different pitches. It's so cool. So this is, you are now honored the eldest in the village, yes. You are the most important. Now the gongs there are like huge. Okay, so you are the big ta, and you are middle, and you are little. So your little one goes like this. So let's see. So we have the, okay, so we, and, okay, good, all right. And so the cycle goes like this. Ready? Be ready? With our, and so this is the cycle. So it goes like, oh, so you hold, so you hold the middle. I tell the kids, this is about authenticity. If you are making music and trying to be somebody else or trying to be rich and famous or whatever, it's always going to sound sort of like this. Because you're really not yourself. But if you come from the middle and you center and you really are who you are, truly, then you will get to see the beauty and the genius inside. So hold the middle and don't touch the sides. Stay centered is what it is. Okay, good. I could use 3 more people here because this Balinese, if you guys want to move over, some of you here, it's E, F, G, and then take off the A's and D's. Okay, cool. I don't think there's mallets over here. Okay, ready? So let's set up the structure. And drums, you're going to come in. And the marker, I'll actually do the marker. So there's one person on the rayon, the tuned gongs, that just does this. So we decided this pan was the marker. Hey, you can be the marker. On your fry pan. Oh, or somebody else can be. Will you be the marker? She's got a camera in her hand. Unless, do you want to use your camera? Okay, good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Everybody and ta, ka, di, little, ta, ka, di, middle, ta, ka, di, little, ta, ka, and big, ta, ka, and hit the edge more and you'll get a better sound. Ka, di, mi, middle, ta, ka, di, little, ta, ka, di, big. Yes. D, mi, little. You're on your own. You got it? And middle. Okay, drums. Fingertips. Very lightly find a rhythm that works for you. And not too fast. So, the big instrument walks up the scale. So we have you go E, E, F, F, G. You just walk, then. So start on the E, up, so we go E, 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 F, F, G, G, and so you're just going to do these 5, yep. So the lower instruments, and then come back down, da, da, good. So the lower instruments walk up and down the scale, a little slower. Yeah, can you hit that a little, can you play a little louder? Let's see if we can. Yeah, because you're really kind of holding the, here we go, yes. Beautiful. Ah, it's the mallets he's got. And then the middle ones, double it. Here, here. So you go, we'll wait till he's at the, and then the gongs are holding it, the drums are supporting. And you guys can walk up. Here you go. E, 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 F, 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 G, 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 A, 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 A. Come back down. So imagine, so E, 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 F, 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 G. Then, yes. Then come back down. Good. So then we have the second voice. Now, the reason we don't want to go too fast is because the little blocks quadruple it. So you go like this. Da 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 da. That's it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Let's slow it down a little bit. Because my poor glocks, I'm so sorry. It's like, so let's take a breath. And let's just slow it down. So, ta, ga, ti, mi, ta, ga. Here we go. Ta, ga, ti, mi, ta, ga, ti, mi, ta, ga. Is that better for the glocks? And ga, da, 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 da. I guess not much. Then over the top, the Suline plays the flutes, play over, and you can get the kids to do recorder. So it's E, F, G, B, C. Yeah. So I'll give you a part for my recorder. Good. This side. Wait till they're down. see? I'm curious myself. 1, 2, gong and voice only now. That's so cool. So, are you ready? Let's bring the whole ensemble back. 1, 2, here we go. Go! Yeah! Yeah, I want you to see you can use all kinds of instruments, string instruments, wind instruments, everything can be brought in. It's a stunning compositional piece. So bring it down just a little. So the first to come out is voice. And then slowly the glocks drop out. So glocks out. Drums come down even more, and then here we go, you'll stay until the bitter end. Then the woods drop out, no more woods, and then the metals drop out, and the drums you go back to the wind. We let it go. Whoosh. Goodbye to Bali. Isn't that cool? That is one of my favorite things. Bravo. Thank you, thank you. Okay, back to your drums for a quick closing. Ready? Just a one fun. Here we go. Nice job. So we come back. I'm going to give you a pulse. We're going to close. Just a quick groove. Let's see what's there. Okay. 1, 2. Back to your groove. Bring it over to me. Purple drums come on over. If you have a kente cloth, orange drum, bring it to me. There should be a couple. Good. Keep going. I want to show you, I'm sorry, I have to take it, dismantle it. Hold on, dude. Someone stuck out a tummy. I want to show you something cool. The baby. Tab, and who has the big one? If you have a storage issue, 3 drums in one, small footprint, they sound great. Baby tokas are amazing. I gotcha. Yes. And these fit inside. And so Toka was kind enough to loan them to us for this session today. Actually, give them to the University of South Carolina. Bring it down, because we're hoping to start a program. around here. Oh, let's show you. Okay, she goes. The baby goes inside. I love this, it's like messy, but somehow I see you have to keep the fabric out. Does somebody else have one that the fabric's out? There's a fabric tab. There it is. And if the tab doesn't come out, then we have to push, oh good. But I just wanted to show you, particularly those of you that are looking for a reasonable drum for the classroom. You're not gonna make me look like, here, hold on. They're not this hard. Somebody put them on hard. Anyway, the baby goes inside, and 4 of these can stack up. So in a small footprint of 1, you can have 5, 6, 7 drums. They're awesome. It's a new line, so I just wanted to share that with you because they're super cool. Okay, then bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. It's a bubble. Books, I always forget to talk about these. Innovative Drum Circles is teaching what I just did so that you can learn how to lead and train your kids to lead circles. Boom Do Pa has everything we did today in it. And everything we did today and more is in your notes. If you take scan the Q code, you will get the notes to all of my sessions. You can download them. And there's a PowerPoint and notes. So I'm all about you taking this with you and using it and playing with it and sharing it with your kids. Anything else? Yep.
Isn't she fabulous? You just played music for an hour, right? How do you feel? Thumbs up? Right? So kids can do this too, just make music. And she's so inspirational. We'd like to start a program, like a training program called Music Circles Pre-K to 5. If you're interested, let me know and I can make it happen at through the university. So it could be graduate credit or workshop credit. You could get, what's this stuff you need? Recertification hours, you know. So let me know because I need about 21 people to make it feasible. Come see me and let me get your name and email address. That would help me be in contact with you. All right? Thanks.
And in your notes, there's 10% off for anything you buy at Rhythm Band Instruments. So any of these instruments, you can get 10% anything, boom whackers, whatever you want. It's one order, so make it a good order to get your discount. And 20% on any of my books at my website. So have fun. Thank you so much, everybody. I really
On behalf
appreciate
of
it.